Hello students, happy morning. Grade 8 subject science, chapter number cell, structure and functions. Students, this chapter that you have been studied in your previous standard, cell. What is cell? Before that, I would like to tell you something, then you will get automatically this answer. Students, we all loving reading storybooks. Okay, and every storybook is framed with the sentences. Every sentence are framed with using words. And do you know these words they are made up of letters, right? They are made up of letters. So if you observe your surrounding things, they are made up of smaller entities, right? And that is known as basic units. Here you see storybook is there, big storybook is there. In that story written in the form of sentence they are formed using words group together sentence. Now these words they are consist of letters, alphabets. So alphabet it's the smallest entities, right? So and that alphabet that is known as basic units of that storybook. Similarly, in our body, did you know that our body even they are also made up of some basic units and they are known as cells. So our chapter name that is cell structure and function. So number of cells they group together tissues. Number of tissues group together organs. And number of organs group together organisms. And number of organisms makes a body. Okay. So students, the basic structure unit of human being is cell. So cell is a structural and functional unit of human body. These also you know that there are two types of cells, unicellular organism and multicellular organism. Now unicellular organism means what? The cell they consist of single cell. Only one cell you can find. And the best example is bacteria, amoeba, paramecium, euglena, Wartsella. These are the examples of unicellular cell. Means single. They have only single cells you can find. Now, multicellular organisms, you can find more than one cell. It means several cells required to make multicellular organism. In that, the best example, animal, birds, plants, human beings, right? We have multicellular organs, right? So we are multicellular organisms. Animal also multicellular organism. Cat is also multicellular organisms. Sparrow is also multicellular organism. So another question is there. All cells are different. Yes, all cells are different. Different in structure, different in shapes, different in size and different in functions. Okay. But though all the shapes they are different in their function, shape and structure and size, but they lie in one body. Okay. So cells form the basic units of life. In previous standard, I think you must have observed onion cell and chick cell, right? Now onion means plant, so whatever the observation through the onion peel, that is plant cell, and whatever the observation through that in buccal cavity you find the saliva, you collect the saliva and see under the microscope, that is from human being, means we people means animal cell, right? So saliva you get from the animal, that is animal cell you can find. So when we see the onion cell to observe under the compound microscopes, and also see in the animal cells, that is human chick cell that you can find under the compound microscope, right? Plant cell and animal cells have not same, they are different shapes, are different size, and their different functions. Both the cells, they are also differ by their cell constituents. Cell constituent means what? Their cell part, and that what we call, that is organelles. ORGANELLS, organelles. Okay, so students, if you see the diagram of cell, you can find different organelles. Now student, you find this is a plant cell, onion peel, right? And when you see under the microscope, you can find such type of structure where you can see this dot is there, it is known as nucleus, and an outer boundary is there, it is known as cell wall, and inside small jelly like structure is there, it is called cytoplasm. Students, here you can see unicellular organism, that is A figure, that is amoeba, and B figure, it is paramecium, unicellular organisms. In both the cells, that paramecium, that shape is like a slipper, B, paramecium, right? And it is animal cell, and this amoeba, it is also animal cell, right? Both are animal cell, where you can find cytoplasm, you can find the cell wall, sorry, not cell wall. In animal cell you can find cell membrane, which is inside the cell, and cytoplasm, right? Here you see, uh, you find that button type of cell, red color, and that is our RBC cell, red blood copper cells, or you can say red blood cells. Then you can find figure C, it is a cell of brain, neuron cell, right? Means it is a cell of nerve cell. Then you can find a spindle shaped muscle cell, B1. So these are different shape, different size, different structure, different function. Now you see the organelle, nucleus, and cytoplasm. This is which cell? It is plant cell, or you can say it is the cell of that onion peel. Okay, so it is a plant cell. This is which cell? Human chick cell, where you can find different type of organelle. In animal cell, you can see nucleus, you can see cytoplasm. In a animal cell, you cannot find cell wall, but here instead of that cell wall, you can find cell membrane. That cell membrane comes inside of the cell, and cell wall that comes outside of the cell. Here also nuclear membrane you can find. You can find cytoplasm, it is common in that animal cell and plant cell, cytoplasm are there, okay. Now here see the comparison between plant cell and animal cell. Here A is your plant cell and B is your animal cell. You see in both the cell, let's we compare this. You can find cell membrane in animal cell, but you cannot find cell membrane in plant cell. But in plant cell you can find cell wall. You can find nucleus in both the cell. You can find vacuoles in animal cell and plant cell, but in plant cell you can find big amount of big size of vacuole is there, while in the case of that animal cell you can find small amount of vacuoles you can find. Cytoplasm, it's a common that organelles in both the cells. Here downside that table is given, and that table shows the comparison of the plant cell and animal cell. Now student, you see, look the figure and get the answer. This cell membrane. So now you see that cell membrane, also I have explained cell membrane that you can find in animal cell but cannot find in the plant cell. In plant cell, cell membrane is also there. Sorry, I am very sorry, extremely sorry. In plant cell, cell wall is present and cell membrane is also present. Cell wall is outside and cell membrane is inside. But in the case of animal cell, cell wall is absent, cell membrane is present. Now nucleus, in both the cell nucleus are there because nucleus is the driver of the cell, है ना. तो अगर ड्राइवर नहीं है तो फिर गाड़ी एक्सीडेंट हो जाएगा, तो सेल मर जाएगा, राइट. सो न्यूक्लियस इज द ड्राइवर ऑफ द होल सेल. So nucleus present in animal cell as well as plant cell. Now nuclear membrane, here you can see nuclear membrane is present in animal cell, I think. In that chick cell we have seen nuclear membrane present in animal cell but absent in plant cell. Cytoplasm present in animal cell as well as plant cell. Plastids, vacuole. Plastid means what? Plastid means plast, chloroplast. So chloroplast present in plant cell but absent in animal cell, because plant prepare its food in the presence of sunlight. Just now we have not seen the organelle of plastids, but in tomorrow session we will see. At that time you will know the function of plastids. So plastids present in plant cell but absent in animal cell. Vacuole, they are present in both, but generally big amount of vacuole, big size of vacuoles are present in plant cell, and you can find or sometimes do not find in animal cell. Maybe find, but in a small size. So like this way we can compare the animal cell and plant cell. Okay students, let's we start from the textbook. Everybody please attention in textbook. Organisms show variety in cell number, shape and size. Now scientists observe and study the living cells. They use microscopes which magnify the objects. Stained dyes are used to color parts of the cell to study the detailed structures. There are millions of living organisms. They are of different shape and size. Their organs also vary in shape, size and number of cells. Let us study about the some of them. Now, as I have explained that there are two types of cell, single cell and multiple cell, right? You see that in number of cells, Can you guess the number of cells in a tall tree or in a huge animal like the elephant? The number of runs into the billions and trillions. Human body has trillions of cells which vary in the shape and size. So, human body has trillions of cells which vary in shape and size of the body. Different groups of the cells perform variety of function, means functions are different. So here the point is to be noted that a billion is a thousand million, a trillion is a thousand billion. So please note down our cell which is consist of billion and trillion. Trillion of cells. Trillion of cell means what? Thousand of billion. And billion means thousand of million. So now you calculate. Organisms made of more than one cell are called multicellular organisms. Just now we have seen. And the number of cells being a less in small organism does not in any way affect the functioning of the organisms. You will be surprised to know that an organism with billions of cells begin life as a single cell which is fertilized egg. The fertilized egg cell multiplies and the number of cells increases as development proceeds. Look figure number 8.3. A and B, both the organisms are made up of single cell. The single cell organisms are called unicellular organism. Uni means one. Figure number 8.3 here. Amoeba and paramecium, or say amoeba and paramecium, they have single cell only, right? So a single cell organisms perform all the necessary functions that multicellular organism perform, right? So the single cell organism also perform the function as the multicellular organism perform whatever the function, right? So single cell organisms like amoeba captures and digests the food, respire, excrete, grow and reproduces, right? These all the process which is done by single cell only. Similarly, similar functions in the multicellular organisms are also carried out by the group of specialized cells forming different tissues, and tissues in turn form organs. Just now in the beginning sessions, I have drawn the chart in my explanations. Now here activity number 8.1, the teacher may show permanent slide of amoeba and paramecium under a microscope. Children, when our school will reopen at that time, I will show you this experiment, okay? So don't be panic and don't worry. So alternatively, the teacher can collect the pond of water and show these organisms by preparing the slides. Okay, we have different type of slides are there. So whenever you will come, then we will see. Now, shape of the shell. Uh, how do you define the shape of the amoeba in a figure? You may say that the shape appears irregular. In fact, amoeba has no definite shapes. Unlike other organisms, it keeps of changing its shapes, right? It does not have a fixed shape. Amoeba. Observe the projections of varying lengths protruding out of its body. These are called pseudopodia, right? So pseudo means what? False, and podia means feet. As you learnt in 7th standard, these projections appear and disappear as amoeba moves or feed. Now you see that a white blood cell, that is WBC, and red blood cell, that is RBC, in a human being is another example of a single cell which can change its shape. So WBC, it is the example of single cell. But while WBC is a cell, amoeba is a full-fledged organism capable of independent existence. So what shape would you expect in organism with millions of cells? 8.4 figure ABC shows the different cells such as the blood cells, then muscle cells and human nerve cells, right? These we have seen, right? These all that I have explained this. Now let's we talk about the size of the cell. Now the size of the cell in living organism may be as small as millionth of meter, means micrometer or micron. You may be as large as a few centimeters. However, most of the cells are microscopic in size and are not visible to the unaided eye. They need to be enlarged or magnified by microscope. The smallest cell is 0.1 to 0.5 micrometer in bacteria. The largest cell measuring 170 mm to 130 mm is the egg of ostrich. So this question is very important, that what is the size of the bacteria. So 0.1 to 0.5 micron you can write down micrometer, while the largest cell which is observed of an egg of ostrich, the size is 170 mm to 130 mm micrometer. Now here activity number 9.2, that boil a hen eggs, remove the shell. What do you observe? A white material surround the yellow part. White material is also albumin, right? In egg, when you break the egg, you will find yellow color portion and white color portion, right? So this yellow part, whenever a white material surround the yellow part, this white material is the albumin, which is solidifies on boiling and it becomes solid, and the yellow part is yolk. So it is a part of the single cell. You can observe this single cell without any magnifying device, right? So that everybody can see an egg. So the size of the cell has no relation with the size of the body of the animal or plants. It is not necessary that the cells in the elephant be much bigger than those in a rat. The size of the cell is related to its function. For example, nerve cells of both in the elephant and rat are long and branched, right? Whether the animal is big or small, it doesn't mean that big animal having big cell and small animal having small cell. Now here you see the example of that elephant and rat both having a nerve cells size are branched and same. They perform the same function that of transferring the messages. Now this cell structure and function, students, that we will continue tomorrow. Thank you. Have a nice day.